Hi people. Even though we're only halfway through 2022, we have already said goodbye to multiple series that were considered to be some of our all-time favorites. For instance, Ozark has come to an end after 4 amazing seasons that made us fall in love with Netflix and its productions. Similarly, we said goodbye to legacies, Love Victor, Afterlife, Legends of Tomorrow, This Is Us, Peaky Blinders, Grace and Frankie, Killing Eve, and more. On the one hand, we're happy to get a proper ending for the majority of these series, as they'd have reached the full circle in the end. On the other hand, we hated to say goodbye to all of these series since we have invested in them for years, and they turned into some kind of a habit for us to watch. As you know, it's always pretty difficult to get rid of a habit, especially if you enjoy it so damn much. One show that devastated us the most though, however, was The Last Kingdom. We have been a fan of The Last Kingdom since the first book of Brandon Cromwell's Saxon Chronicles got released. We have always been obsessed with history and the books that reimagine history. So, exploring the Dark Ages through Uhtred of Bebbanburg was so much fun for us, as we managed to dive deep into the roots of England, how the land was divided between the English and the Vikings, and ultimately, how the history was made. Although reading the book series was a blessing for not only our knowledge of the history but also for our imagination, hearing that Netflix was adapting the original material into a TV show was the best thing ever for us. Finally, we got the chance to see things visually after dreaming of them for years. When the show got released, we even more rejoiced since the casting was immaculate, the scenario was top-notch, and the books were not butchered while being adapted into a show. Unfortunately, though, we felt like the series came to an end as fast as it got initially released. After only 5 seasons, Netflix ended the series, letting the fans know that there will be an additional movie. Despite our disappointment over how soon the show has come to an end, we have to admit that knowing that there is the Last Kingdom movie that is worth waiting for has been highly helpful in having peace with the ending of the show. The movie will be titled Seven Kings Must Die and be released on Netflix. We don't have an official release date as of yet, but we expect it to be out around spring 2023. We know that the title of the movie comes from a prophecy that was mentioned in the 6th book of the series as Ilfadel told Uhtred. 7 kings will die, Uhtred of Bebbanburg, 7 kings and the women you love. That's your fate, and Alfred's son will not rule, and Wessex will die, and the Saxon will kill what he loves, and the Danes will gain everything, and all will change, and all will be the same as ever it was and ever will be. Since this line took place in the 6th book, many assume that the movie's plot will also be heavily influenced by the plot of this book. And yet, according to the executive producer of the show, Nigel Marchant, regardless of the title, the movie will follow the last 3 books of the series. These books focus on Uhtred as the head of his land and tribe and tell the story of his later years in life. To be honest, we would love to watch Uhtred as a man who achieved all of his dreams in the upcoming movie, rather than focusing on a side story. What do you think about the Last Kingdom movie? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you for watching. See you soon.